All right, boys and girls, good afternoon to our another episode of our podcast. Again, my name is Dr. K, the world and renowned best game predictor of all time, of our time. I've been named the GOAT in this prediction of scores. If you don't know, please go listen to the previous 13 episodes that we've recorded. You can check it out on our YouTube, on our podcast. And as usual, I have my co-host, Dr.
Are you
Martin.
done? I'm just waiting for the trumpets. Since you're entering the room, since you're giving yourself all these accolades. Welcome, guys. Welcome to our podcast. Obviously, this guy's feeling himself. You can see from the red trash he's wearing today. Clearly, he's. We're shocked that he even wore it. I see those in rubbish bins when people are cleaning their house or they need something to mop the floor with. But okay, welcome our guest Mark from the Arsenal Football Club. Welcome back, Mark.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you having me back. And listen, Anthony, listen. You're having me. I'm rolling here. I just want to roll on the floor because listen. Kay has on that Manchester United jersey, and after yesterday's another disastrous display by Manchester United. Listen, West Ham. Listen, they could have laid the hammer on you guys, but I guess they decided not
Could
to
have won at the end.
finish you guys off.
Could have won at the end. Can you believe that? The dude had a moment at the end where he could have put.
He could have won it. They could have won it from two corners, but they just, I guess they decided, you know what? I guess Nuno was like, listen, guys, let's not just go for the kill today. We'll just take the point and go back home to East London.
Same thing with Liverpool. Remember, Liverpool had a chance at the end. The guy for against Liverpool.
Listen, at Sunderland, listen, Liverpool, listen, listen, guys, listen. Listen, for everyone that's watching, please just go back and hear what I said. Liverpool are not in a crisis no more. They're in a full, complete meltdown. That's it. It's a wrap. Not only they're not in a title race anymore, but Slot, listen, just please, someone help this guy pack his bags and get him out of Liverpool. Because listen, he's not doing himself any favors. And they're gonna be playing. They're going to Leeds. I think they're going to Leeds
Leeds.
tomorrow,
And they're going to beat Leeds.
and they're
Yes.
gonna lose. They're gonna lose. They're not winning
Whoa!
that
You
game.
see?
They're
You
not
see what I'm
winning.
dealing with?
They're
He's
not winning.
Okay.
They're not
All
winning that
right.
game.
All right. We got a lot to talk about.
Uh,
All right. So
all right. I mean, I just can't let that slide, Mark. I mean, you're saying they're in crisis mode. Do you know they are number six in the league? Six. They are 11 points away from Arsenal. 11 points.
Yeah, I know.
It's not far off.
I know,
It's
but guess
three
what?
wins.
Yeah, but guess what? Okay, the thing is that we have to look at the overall picture. £500 million spent in the transfer market. No other team in any of the leagues spent like Liverpool. Not Real Madrid, not Barcelona, not even City. And look at the outcome. Isak looks like I don't know. He looks like he needs to go to the early learning center or something because he just has
ooh.
no clue. He is devoid of ideas. Ekatike, I don't know what Slot has done to this guy. I don't know if he's giving him too many stupid waffles or what's going on there. I don't know. But listen, Liverpool, and listen again, as an Arsenal fan, I don't say these things because out of out of hate or whatever. I just say these things because listen, Liverpool are a good side. There's no doubt about that. But with what they've spent so far, they're absolutely poor. Like, I mean, listen, the fact that they're going to Leeds tomorrow and they're not going to win that should tell you all you need to know. Because listen, Leeds are at the bottom. They're in the bottom of the table. They're in a relegation fight with West Ham and also Wolves. Well, Wolves are already gone, so we're not even going to talk about Wolves. They're already gone. They're going down to Championship. They're cooked. They're not even cooked. They're fried, triple fried in the bin with the turkey stuff. The one that you put in the fryer in Thanksgiving and it boils over. You got to call the fire department. That's Wolves. They're done. Anyway, that's what I have to say about that part.
Anything else, Mark?
No, that's it for
No.
now.
Yeah. Do you have any opinions on the matter? Okay. All right. You gonna come off mute, or you just gonna sit here and look at us? Thank
No,
you.
I've been talking. You gotta say something. I mean,
Okay.
it's
All
they're
right.
bashing
I mean,
Liverpool and
you know
stuff.
what? You know what I love about this is our Arsenal fans come at Liverpool. It is like an innate. They just do not like. if in Miami, the guy that moved next door to you is Mo Salah, you wouldn't even go dap him up and be like, "Welcome to the neighborhood." You
No, I
literally would
wouldn't.
be
No,
like,
I really wouldn't. No,
you literally would roll.
no.
I mean,
I'd
if
throw
you
eggs at.
so
I'd throw eggs at his front door.
that's my point. I mean, like if you are literally on a plane and sitting next to you, you happen to look over and it was Virgil van Dijk, you wouldn't even be like, "Oh, I like
No,
your." Yeah, I
I
mean, you're
wouldn't because you know why? Because for me, they're not even football. I like who is Virgil van Dijk. I don't get excited now. If you said now, if I was on a plane and I saw Victor Gyökeres, now that's a whole different story. If I
yeah.
got on the plane and I
Wait,
saw,
wait, wait, wait,
listen, if I got
wait.
on the plane and I
Throw this
saw
away.
Erling Haaland, listen, I gotta give. Listen, I am an Arsenal fan, but I gotta give props where props are due. I listen, Haaland is a lot of respect on that guy's name. A lot of
Wait, wait,
respect.
wait, wait,
I
wait.
gotta
You
say
see,
What
that.
about Virgil van Dijk? What
But
about
Virgil van
Van Dijk?
Dijk.
But
Excuse
Virgil
me.
van Dijk, Virgil van Joker, you mean?
Has Virgil van Dijk won the Ballon d'Or?
No, he's never won the Ballon d'Or.
No, no.
No,
Did he not? Did he? What?
it's
Okay, he
close. It
won.
was close.
He was
It was
Premier
close.
League Player of the Year.
Okay, he was
To be
PFA
honest.
Player of the Year. Yes,
Yeah.
he was.
But I'm just very confused that you're like you would respect Gyökeres, who has done more
Nothing.
over Virgil van Dijk.
He's never won anything.
Won
Listen,
anything.
I listen,
I think he has
listen.
like
I
five.
don't listen. I don't
Van
listen.
Dijk has
Honestly,
more
guys, I don't
goals.
rate Virgil van Dijk as a player. He's not. He's not. He's overrated. This guy's. Listen.
What?
I'm even gonna say this as well.
Oh, here we go. So if that
I'm,
wasn't offensive enough, you're about to take it to another
no,
level.
I'm
Please,
listen.
folks.
Listen. I'm gonna go like right off the scales, like a volcano that's already ready to erupt. I'm telling you, and I've been saying this for so long. Ronaldo is so much better than Lionel Messi. Messi is so overrated. The guy is no good. But anyway, that's what I gotta say about that.
That's so random. Like, where do you
Yeah,
drag that into? That's just we're
but
not even talking about that, Mark. That's just
I
that.
know we're not, but
I
listen,
know,
we
but
just
but,
that
listen.
but
is a
Today,
whole 50
today was the
series.
World Cup draw. But I'm just saying to you, see, this is how much overrated players are. Virgil van Dijk is overrated. Listen, if Virgil van Dijk was so good, then how come Real Madrid or Barcelona have not come in and say, you know what, let's go and scoop up this guy.
I
Let's
mean,
scoop this
Liverpool
guy up.
Liverpool
Would
would have never
never,
done that.
would
Yeah, they
never.
would have never done that. I
Listen,
mean,
if
that would
they
have
came,
been
listen, if they came in
After
with the
Salah,
right money, then they
after
would let the guy go.
after
But they
after,
should let the guy
after
go.
Mo Salah, right? The next most important player in Liverpool is Van Dijk.
yeah, and
I,
you could arguably say
I don't think
well,
so. I don't think so, guys. Because look, listen, I tell you what. You take out Joe Gomez, you take out Virgil van Dijk out the back line, and you put Joe Gomez,
look
right?
at our face. You see the shock on our
And you put
Mark.
this
You gotta
guy in there
stop.
to
Gomez
replace.
is 5'9".
I'm telling you, the guy. Listen, he's much better than Virgil van Dijk.
You
Listen,
gotta
look.
stop. You gotta
I'm
stop. You
telling
gotta stop.
you.
You gotta stop.
I'm
Come
We
telling
on,
gotta
you
move on,
guys.
Mark. We gotta move
come
on.
on,
Mark,
come on.
Mark has an IV of haterade right now. Like
No, no,
he
no, no,
is.
no, 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 no.
It's
Listen,
Yeah, because look, Gomez. Listen, look, Virgil van Dijk makes so many mistakes. The thing is, look, if you're in the back line, right, you're there to defend the back line. But the thing with Virgil van Dijk is he likes to go wandering off here, there, and everywhere. And he doesn't. You see, the thing is, it's not just Virgil van Dijk, but it's also the tactics from Slot as well. There's not enough. There's not enough zonal or man-to-man marking. So that's the problem. Or the way that he has the back line set up is open. Is too open. How is it that everyone is coming? Look at PSV the other day. They murdered Liverpool. They got cooked. It was a wrap.
I'll tell you why. Yeah, I'll tell you why.
you tell you I what.
No, no, no. Why the defense is so exposed and why Van Dijk is looking like the Van Dijk we're seeing now. Don't forget, this same dude has been with the club for almost 7 years, and
Right.
we know what he can do in the defense.
The
Last
Rolls
year,
Royce, baby.
Liverpool only lost one game out of 38. Okay?
Yes.
Wait a minute. So this year the problem is Canote has really
Lost form.
lost form. So he is trying to cover for Canote's flaws, and that's why it looks like it looks like it's making a lot of mental errors. Now, another thing with Liverpool is their strength on offense is their right back and their left back. Okay, so they join in the offense, but guess
Yes.
what? It's not. Andy Robertson is not the same. They don't have Trent Arnold anymore. So
Right.
those right back and left back are not falling back to defend. So if you look at the game against Brentford, what Thiago was doing is going to the left because he knows that this guy will not come back.
Yes, exactly.
Their right back will not come back. So it stays there once they
Szoboszlai,
lose the ball. Once they lose
Szoboszlai.
the ball, huh? Soboslai will not.
And
Will,
Sabazlai as well. That's what I'm saying. Because if you
so
see,
so so once they lose the ball,
Wait.
you just pass the ball to Thiago, and guess what? It's free for all. So, but you just can't say because of one season, all the last seven fantastic.
The guy is a first ballot Hall of Famer,
listen,
arguably one of the
guys,
best center backs,
again,
literally
I
one of
just
the
have to.
best three center backs of all time for the Premier League. You'd have
Yes,
to say that.
No, I
yes.
don't think so. No, you gotta then you gotta call John. What? Okay, so listen, then we gotta talk about John Terry. What about Tony Adams? Come on, I mean, come on, guys. What
Those
about
guys.
Roy Keane? Let's talk about Roy Keane.
Roy Keane doesn't play center back. We're
Well,
talking
he doesn't. I
about
know he doesn't play centre back,
so.
but I'm just saying.
What I'm saying, no, Mark,
Look at Manchester United. Look back in the days when they had
Vidic, Vidic,
Vidic,
Vidic,
Ferdinand.
and
exactly,
Ferdinand.
Wait, but
exactly.
you're telling me, okay. So we're gonna ask this, Kate. If you had to build a team, you get to pick three center backs. You're playing three in the back. Are you telling me of all time people that played in the Premier League, Van Dijk would not be one of them? If you get to play three in the back, you get to play
Are you
three
asking
center
me about
backs.
all? You're asking him.
I'm asking you.
Of course, of course, of course.
So who would be your? Okay, okay. Give me. Okay, you know what? You don't have to give me the other two, but you're definitely gonna say out of the top three,
Oh
you'll
yeah,
put Van Dijk.
that for sure, for
Okay,
sure.
so Mark,
And before you ask Mark, if they put Canote beside Saliba, Saliba will look like trash because the strength of your center back is a pair. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Of
he,
course,
yeah,
it's a partnership. Yeah,
because
it's a
those people that
dedicated
you're talking
partnership.
about,
Right.
Vidic cannot do it without Ferdinand. Saliba was not great until he met Gabriel. So the two people have to understand each other. But Canote is just being, in
he's just
my
having a
own
bad
opinion,
year. He's just
yeah,
having a bad year. There's a lot
Okay,
going
if
on
you
in his
guys
life.
say
he
so. Okay,
wants
well,
to go
look,
to
all right.
PSG.
I tell you what. Look, I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt, but I still stand by what I say. That I think that Virgil van Dijk is not great. Listen. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I don't rate the guy. I think the guy is overrated, in my opinion. I mean, look, if you're going to talk about centre backs, great pairings. Okay, let's say we're gonna go with I'd rather go with Caicedo and let's say
Center
Saliba.
backs, center backs.
Okay, all right. Well, centre back. Okay, so we'll go with let's go with Saliba,
Like Bayern,
Ferdinand.
of course, Arsenal.
Wait.
Right.
Saliba's won what?
Yeah,
He has as
if
many
this,
trophies. Oh, look
yeah,
at my
but
trophy
listen,
cabinet. Hey, folks, look at my trophy cabinet. That's as many as Saliba has. Out of here. Get the out of here. Please. He got an FA. He wasn't even in the FA Cup that Pep gave you guys. Get out of here. You're talking about Saliba? You didn't even bring up Saliba? Saliba has as many trophies as you and Kay and I do from the Premier
guys,
League.
Well,
listen.
the thing is though. I mean, like, I mean, Saliba is playing well right now. Saliba and Gabriel
Gabriel.
are one of
Yes.
the best
Yeah, they're
in the
both
world right
injured.
now. But but
Right.
but
Yes.
but again, this is
Haven't
just
won
1
anything.
year. It's just 1 year. Van Dijk has
You don't win the Premier League. You don't win the Premier League
in
in
and
August. You
out.
don't win it in November. You don't win it in March. And guess what?
You win it in May.
Arsenal always loses it in April.
Anyway, guys,
Sorry.
Like,
listen.
Okay, good.
it's so funny that your best striker is
Is your
Jokeris
prayer. Yes.
and your best defender is Gabriel and Saliba. It says a lot
No.
about who you support. It's
No.
okay. All right. So
We love you on the show.
uh,
Okay, so what are we going to talk about? There's no need to go back over everything last week. It's going to take up too much time. Just us kind of
yeah,
going over
we'll
it.
just move on. We
Just
were
move on.
talking about Chelsea. We're talking about who is a better who's more impactful to the team,
Mhm.
MVP.
Casedo
MVP. Cucurella. Cucurella.
or Cucurella. So I said Cucurella is very very impactful because what that guy brings to the table. I mean, he slides from the left to the midfield, and on defense is able to not forget himself, go back and still be able to defend. So he's contributing on offense, and he's also doing his job on defense. But so what's your take, Mark?
So listen, I'm saying, guys, that again, I'm not rating Cucurella. I think that Caicedo is more important than Cucurella, and you can see that because they miss Caicedo at Leeds. Like I think that had he played, I don't think Leeds are winning that game, or maybe I'm not so sure they're going to win that game with Caicedo playing because he's the guy that again he does his offensive duties like you're saying, same thing with Cucurella, but he's driving to the midfield to feed the attack. So I think that for me, I'm sure if you ask Maresca, he's going to tell you Caicedo is more important than Cucurella. Like I think if Cucurella gets injured, I think it's not a big deal. They can manage without this guy easily, easily. I'm telling you, easily.
So,
Okay.
if Kukurea gets injured, who can slide in there and do as well? They don't have anybody to play left back.
Yeah, but they have players that they can. I'm not sure who they have. I haven't looked at their squad. 'Cause I'm not 100% sure on that. But they have left. They got options. They got their squad is bloated. Is pretty big. So they
Like
got a lot of options
Arsenal.
available. No, well, yeah, we have a lot of options as well. But Chelsea have a lot of options as well. That's why they try to trim some of the fat off their squad right in the summertime.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what do you think, Tony? What's your take on this?
I mean, I think we talked about it a little bit last week. I think Cucurella is world class. And I
I
say
agree.
that because I think over the last 2 years, he has gone from being targeted by other teams to where they've seen enough now where they go away from him. Because there was a time where teams would look at Cucurella and they would want to send, especially quick guys that were quicker or bigger than him. They would send the ball over there and try to get him in trouble. He has gotten so bloody good that when you look at the people that he's come up against, it's almost like that Hakimi. It's almost like a Menage for
Menendez.
PSG. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Mendes,
Mendes.
where your left back is just not going to have a good day. And he's on that level right now and he does it internationally. Same thing for Spain. So doesn't
Spain,
just do it
right?
on weekends. He
Yeah.
does it with the country jersey on, with that Spanish jersey on, which is very heavy to play that left back position. Um, I love Caicedo. I think Caicedo is a phenomenal player. I think Caicedo dictates with his aggression what Maresca wants. So that's why I think he's a little bit more valuable than Cucurella. I think Cucurella is unbelievable because he locks down that part of the field. But I think if you want to dictate the energy and how Chelsea want to play when they're good, which is incredibly aggressive when they press, and he can go up and score goals, he comes back and he cleans anybody out. That's why I have to go with Caicedo. It's
Right.
going to be like
Yeah.
one A plus and A minus.
Right.
It's very, very difficult. It's very, very difficult to differentiate between the two. But I think, because of the way Caicedo sets the tone with his aggression, is why I'll go with him. Because when Chelsea are in one of those moods where they're fouling everybody to start the game, it's almost like Newcastle. Remember, we watch Newcastle sometimes, and that midfield starts with Joe Linton. When he starts all of his running into people and knocking them down,
Mhm,
you
mhm.
know you're gonna have an aggressive game, and it throws certain players off. So that's why I'll say Caicedo, because of the tone he sets with his aggression. And he goes up, scores goals, comes back, you know. So that's why I'll go with him. But all right. So I mean, any objections to that?
Well, you guys made a very, very valuable point. Mark, you were absolutely right. Casedo didn't play this weekend, and it was obvious because Leeds just outrun them in the
Mm-hmm.
midfield. So, but again, it's free speech, so we're going to agree to disagree. So I feel Cucurella is probably one of top three in the world right now.
Center
In
back, left back.
So,
yeah,
so
left.
who else would you say that like the other two top centre backs in the
No,
world?
not
Like,
center back. Left back. It's talking about left
I mean,
back.
sorry, left
Left back,
backs.
left back. Yeah,
Mendes for
Mendes, okay, but
PSG.
PSG. I
okay,
think he's better. I think he's a step. I think he's a step higher than Cucurella, to be honest with you. Because in Champions League, to see what he did last year, because he went up against Saka, Salah. It was like four of the five best wingers in the world were on
Yeah,
that
yeah.
side that
This
he went
this
up
year
against, and he
he
just showed.
struggled
Yeah,
though.
this. Well, I mean, but this year, I think all of PSG is just kind of PSG. I think is just a little bit champion league drunk. They're just kind of getting their feet back. Um, who else would you predict? Who else would you say is a phenomenal left back that you're like going?
Calafiori.
Yeah, Calafiori. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say Calafiori. He's amazing. Listen, Calafiori is for me. Calafiori is. I mean, listen. This guy is elite, man. This guy is like a
Elite? Are
beast.
you kidding me? Are
Yeah,
you
he's a
kidding
beast.
me?
Listen, Calafiori. Listen, Calafiori. Listen, if you look at the way Calafiori plays at
It's
first,
elite. I agree with you. It's elite.
listen. I listen.
Yes.
Listen. I'm telling you.
Yes.
And before when they said they were gonna go and buy Calafiori, I was like, I'm not so sure about this guy. But you know what happened? Listen, the guy is. Listen, he could easily go into any Real Madrid or any
Agree.
Barcelona team.
I mean,
Easy.
I mean,
PSG,
okay,
no
okay, okay,
problem.
okay, Tony. Don't look too far. Let's focus on EPL top six. Which of the left back is even close to Calafiori? Tell me.
I don't know. It's just a shock, just kind of you guys
Offense
saying
and
it.
defense. Offense. I mean, remember
Yeah.
that game.
Good point. You have a point. You have a point. You have a point in the Premier League. I'll probably say Calafiori. I'll
Was it
probably say
the
Calafiori
game
is probably the second best left back in the Premier League.
against Brentford? The guy was on the field for 5 minutes.
No, no, yeah, and against he
Five
scored a
minutes.
he scored a he scored a worldie last year against
No,
City
they
when
didn't
he first
score.
came.
It's
No, no,
assist.
against City last
Yeah,
year.
okay.
Yeah, he's from like
It's
far.
it's the league. Come on,
Yeah, yeah.
you got to give it to him.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I
yeah,
remember
you're
that.
right.
Anthony, I remember that game last year when Calafiori scored against City. Yeah, I remember that. That
I'm
was a
sure you do.
rocket. Yeah,
I'm
that
sure
was
you
a
do.
rocket. Yeah, that
I'm
was a
sure you
rocket.
do. You remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that? Did you guys? Yeah, you remember that was a phenomenal game. Did he get a trophy for that? A medal for that?
Come
For all
on,
of his
man.
efforts last year? They gave him
Listen,
something. You
listen.
have to
Let
get a
me
trophy for coming in second, right?
let me just say this, right? Listen, I cannot wait for the end of the season, guys, for when
Everybody.
Arsenal are Premier League champions finally, and everyone can stop, leave us alone, and we can raise
Oh,
that
leave you
trophy.
alone.
Because guess
Oh,
what happened?
please. Poor
Listen,
innocent Arsenal
I
fans.
am going.
That is an
I'm
Leave me
going.
oxymoron.
alone.
A
Listen,
humble Arsenal fan
I'm
is an
going to that.
oxymoron.
I'm gonna go, even if I have to go for 24 hours. I'm gonna go to that parade that's gonna happen outside the Emirates Stadium, and that's where I'm gonna be. And if you guys wanna do a live podcast from there, from the
Yeah.
parade, I'm more than ready and more
Like,
than available.
celebrating your second place as usual.
No, first place as
First
winners.
place. Oh, okay.
Okay, okay,
Anyway,
okay.
I do want us to go through our pick for the week. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. So what else? What topics did we cover today? Quick question before we go on. How bad was the meltdown for Paqueta? For
Oh yeah,
Paqueta?
that was embarrassing. That was unprofessional. And I will also say this at the same on the same. I gotta give the guy a little bit of slack on the same token, right? In football, we know that your teammates, and we can use the example of the Everton and Manchester United match where Everton beat Manchester United 1-0, and Gay was going
With his
I
teammate.
forget,
Yeah,
with his
yeah, yeah,
teammate, right?
yeah, yeah. The
And
center back.
what the referee saying him for violent conduct, right? Okay, so against his teammate. But with Paqueta, listen, at some point, if your teammate's telling you, hey, listen, you know what, leave it alone. It doesn't matter. Just back off, okay? Because you've only got a couple more minutes to rescue a point at the most, let alone go ahead and win it. And I think that he lost his head, and his teammates couldn't control him, and that's a problem. And I could see the anger in Nuno's face because he's thinking, well, what the hell is going on with this guy? And clearly, the betting scandal that he was involved in, which he's
Was
been quote
not, was
unquote
not, was not, was
right,
not anymore.
he
Yeah,
was cleared of, right, he was
was
cleared,
clear.
right. It's gone to his head, and he's not able to manage the heat. So if I'm Nuno, he's not going to play for a while. His head has been
Come on.
turned. His head has been turned, and this is what can affect the team. This is why I keep saying and I keep referencing Isak. Isak,
This guy's
Isak
got to come
thinks
back to
that he's a
Liverpool.
big. Isak thinks that he's the guy, and he's not the guy. So he's got to come down a couple
Somehow he's got to
echelons.
go back to Liverpool.
He's gotta come back a couple echelons, right? Listen, I'm only glad for Newcastle that they're not asking they're not asking for the guy back because they did a good job and got rid of the guy.
Okay,
But
Ah,
I'm just
all right.
saying,
Okay, so
Paqueta lost
okay,
his head.
okay, what did you think of Paqueta? Because somehow we ended up on Liverpool getting shot at again by Mark.
the thing is, though, there's no excuse for his behavior. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you let your team down. I mean, because the thing is,
Okay.
if Paqueta played against us yesterday, they could have won the game.
Yeah,
Because,
but maybe they don't. But
uh, but,
okay,
but again, Paqueta after was the forward. Paqueta is most important player on that team. But what's the name of that guy?
Oh,
The
you talk about Callum
Bowen,
Wilson.
Bowen. Bowen
Jared
is the
Bowen, not Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson,
no,
he needs no.
no. Jerry Bowen is the most important player
He's the captain. Jared Bowen's captain.
on that team. All right. So after Bowen is Paqueta. What it brings to that team for them to lose him because of something stupid is a stupid action. I'm not can you get 2 yellow cards in span of five. If we watch that video, I'm telling you, send me the clip. Even the ref was saying, "Dude, back off," and he kept coming back. He kept
Yeah.
coming back. He's like he wanted it.
Did you notice something that I to me what I noticed was he's Brazilian, right? And on that field, I saw Allison, the goalie of Liverpool, come all the way out to try to pull him away.
Yeah, true. I saw that too.
So to me, it felt like, yeah, he's not seeing a competitor in that moment. He's seeing a brother, right? His fellow compatriot, not just a guy wearing another shirt. And I think for people that are around Paqueta and know him on that level, I think they all can understand the kind of pressure and toll that scandal for 2 years did to him. And I think that's what they were all kind of. I don't think anybody was surprised that it kind of came out the way it did. I'm sorry that it did for West Ham because obviously a lot of things happened. But I'm happy that he addressed it. I'm happy that he addressed the fact that he had no mental health support, no support at all from the club or from the FA. But it was just interesting to see that Jared Bowen being the captain didn't even put his arms around him to try to drag him away. And I don't know if that's something like it's just not Jared Bowen's personality, but to know that
Yeah,
nobody else for West Ham came and pulled him away. And it literally was the opposing goalkeeper,
Yeah,
who was a fellow countryman,
yeah,
that
yeah.
came to get him. And again, I think he saw that moment. He didn't see a West Ham guy because you don't go pull your competitor away. If he wants to blow himself up, that's his problem. He went to go see his brother that was actually going through something that probably a lot of things wrong. But it was just interesting to see, and hopefully he gets uh the support that he needs, and hopefully next year or later on this year he decides to play for a proper team.
yeah, but you know
Team, where's
what?
he gonna go?
I mean, remember
No,
they
but
already had a deal for 80 million pounds with City. City already had a signed deal for him when that scandal came out. It was 80 million pounds. I mean, this is some generational kind of changing of his life financially, and then for you to hold him hostage for 2 years, destroy his reputation, only to be like, oh my bad.
but
You know.
Anthony, this is the problem with a lot of players, right? And again, I'm sorry, guys. I know I keep referencing Liverpool, but look at
Oh my.
Konate, right? The thing is that listen, whenever, and it's not just Liverpool, but this is just in general. When another team comes in for another player that they feel that is going to be the correct fit or the right replacement for certain parts of their of the game, in terms of the team and the selection and setup and how you want to play your game. Sometimes these things kind of turn the player's head, and you can see that with Kanate, he's turned his head, but just in general, players in general. So, and like you rightly pointed out, I feel like I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure they have things in place for at the clubs, like mental health
He
support,
said he said they didn't.
financial.
He
What they
said they
didn't, right?
did.
I'm saying. But I'm just saying, I would hope that, or there needs to be someone needs to advocate or say, listen, we offer mental health services, financial resources to help these footballers not go off the rails. And the thing is, it's not just the support as well, but I think it's all down to the manager. It's not just it's not just the player, because the thing is, if you set the tone and you set the discipline and the standards, I think the players are not going to fall out of line. Because look, just look at the game the other day when we went to Chelsea. We could have easily have gone down to 10 men. It could have been 10 on 10. But the thing is, Arteta let them know, guys, listen, don't go there and don't embarrass yourself. Don't embarrass me, and hold your head, hold your corner, right? And I think this is a part and parcel of some of the behind the scenes things that we don't get to see on a weekly basis, monthly basis, daily basis of these football players. Remember, it's a lot of pressure if you don't score every week. If you're not scoring every week in, week out, the pressure is on you. And that has a mental toll.
All right.
All right.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's great. Happy we got a chance to talk about it. Now we're gonna go to the picks.
No,
So
what before the pick, I know our time is well spent. So, what do you guys think about the World Cup schedule that came out today?
Yeah,
um,
it's
I'm not paying
interesting.
attention to it.
You what?
Interesting.
I didn't watch it. Not paying attention to it. I have no desire to watch that trash.
Why? Why not? Why not?
I don't know. Personally, I think the World Cup and I mean, the fact that they changed the rules for Ronaldo's 2 yellow cards for his violent conduct, I just think it's just plus how they've behaved by presenting awards and stuff to who. I've lost all respect for the World Cup. I mean, now that Wenger's talking about making it half of the world can participate, I don't know. I didn't watch it. Not interested in it. Maybe I'll get into it when it's around time. But I have no. I mean, Ronaldo should not be playing the first 2 games. The fact that they just all of a sudden invented a new rule that now we get to wipe out all of the yellow cards. Get out of here. And on behalf of fans from Ireland, I'm like, get out of here with that.
Well, listen, when you have a corrupt FIFA president, that just
Beyond
tells you all you
corrupt.
need to know.
Beyond corrupt. Beyond
It's
corrupt.
beyond corrupted. The
And
guy is
just this, and
corrupt.
you know the thing is,
He should be in jail with the other one.
and not only that though, but it's just the despicable nature that they're willing to allow and lick his boots for everything. And
I
remember, the
know.
U.S. is
Yeah.
not the only
I know.
country hosting it.
Yeah, they're just
Mexico's
groveling
hosting
it.
it, and so is
They're just
Canada. I
groveling
mean,
on their
it's just
knees. Yeah.
yeah, it's just like like Gavin
They're,
Newsom says, put on your knee pads if you're going to be
Right.
down there.
they are hoping
Disgusting.
they are hoping to get most of their revenue from the U.S. You know, I understand you guys what you guys are saying, but at the end of the day, it's a business.
And listen, I'm
Berlin,
excited.
Berlin,
Listen, I'm very
1930.
excited
You know
for
what
the
I'm?
World Cup.
You know what I see? Berlin, 1936. Jesse Owens. That's all. That's all. That's all it feels like to me.
So let me ask you a
If you
question.
get the
Are
reference,
both
you
of
get
you
the
guys going to be
reference.
attending? Okay, are you gonna buy tickets? Are you coming to Miami? Are you going to Canada?
It's unaffordable. You can't afford it. It's too expensive.
Yeah, I looked at the
And
tickets
Yeah,
today.
why
The
again is
tickets
that? Why again
tickets were
is
like
that?
700.
yeah.
Yeah.
So more
So
than
who's
that,
gonna come?
more than that,
It's gonna be all
Yeah.
corporate. It's gonna be corporate.
yeah,
It's gonna
more than
be all
that.
corporations buying tickets and
Yeah.
selling
So
them, giving
so
them to
so
people.
what I was supposed to do, which I'm mad about mad at myself for not doing it. Like a couple of years, like last year, they opened up for people to join the
I know.
lottery, and I didn't. And two of my coworkers that did won. You
Wow.
know, but yeah, they won. But if it is, you don't know what game is going to be at.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's probably going to be
So to go
some
see New Zealand,
bet
yeah, to go see New Zealand versus
expensive, you
Iraq
know.
on a Thursday
Yeah.
morning, New Zealand versus Iraq on a Thursday morning in Guadalajara, you can have that. I'll pass. Nah,
Anyways,
nah.
Anthony,
all
you're
No,
right.
no. I mean,
nuts.
again, I don't know. I don't know if New Zealand's in it. I don't know if Iraq is in it. Don't come for me. But you know what I mean. I'm just like, nah. Yeah, and
That's funny.
we already talked
Anyway,
about earlier about Nigeria not being in it. So the rest of you, yeah, that's just not.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with the Eagle boys. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, your favorite center back, Calvin
Calvin Bassey. Yeah.
Calvin Lassie. All right,
anyway, all right.
we'll go to our
So
picks
we'll go to our picks. So the first game of the week. Are you ready for this, Mark?
in
Aston Villa
Birmingham.
versus Arsenal,
What do you
7:30
predict?
tomorrow.
What do you predict?
I'm going for
Of
a
course,
draw. I'm going for a draw.
I can
Ooh.
predict for him. Arsenal
I'm going.
4-0. What
No,
did you
no,
say?
no.
I'm going for a draw.
Okay, I'm writing this down on my arm. I'm writing down all the scores, so you don't try to cheat me next time. Yeah,
Okay.
calm
I'm going.
down. Clutch your pearls. You look like Lindsey Graham. Clutch
You
your pearls.
said? What did you say?
I'll
Mark
go for a
said,
draw. It's gonna be two.
"Ooh,
It's
write
gonna
it
be
I
down."
two
don't
two
think I
two
don't think
two draw.
I will ever see this in my lifetime.
Two
You said
two.
a draw?
Yeah, 2-2. 2-2.
2-2 draw. Okay, draw. Mark. Okay. All right. So it's hard to bet against Arsenal.
Yeah.
You know, I think they have a much more firepower. Most of the players that come back from injury, Eucharist is back.
Yeah. Madueke.
Yes. That's
My
another thing that pisses me off about Arsenal. I've never seen a team, sorry to digress, I've never seen a team that a player gets injured. The guy's rolling all over the floor. They're helicoptering in medevac unit. They're hobbling off. Arteta is like he's out for weeks. And guess what? A week later, he's back. I'm like, this bunch of crap.
No, no, Anthony. No, listen. I have
Every
to.
Arsenal injury is like, oh, he's gonna be out so
no one is
long. We
coming
don't
for
know.
him.
Two
No,
weeks
no, but
later, the
Anthony,
guy's
listen.
back. I'm like, would you guys
I
stop
have to say.
crying? They
No, but
medevac
listen.
the
I have
guys
to
out.
say.
You think they're on life support?
Odegaard, they said he's gonna need shoulder surgery. He's
He's
back.
gonna be out. He's
No,
gonna
but
need
listen,
surgery.
I have to
He's
say
on
this,
life
guys.
support. It's touch and go. 2 weeks later, Odegaard is back there. I'm like, what is wrong with this team that
No,
lies?
I have to
Sus
agree
is
with you.
back on the bench.
I have to agree with you, but what I will say is that and sometime in my mind, I don't know if this is, I don't know, because
Intentional.
I've never seen. I'm not sure if it's like these things are real. I don't. If it's like the player saying, "Oh, boss, I need a break for 2 weeks," or the wife or the girlfriends are demanding their husband's presence, which I understand that, right? But Jesus, do you have to make listen? Even myself as an Arsenal fan, I'm thinking, why? How come we have players injured every single bloody week? This is. Look, now they're saying that Mascara is going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. What happened with this guy?
Watch, he'll be back. He'll be back in like
Yeah,
4
he'll be back.
days. He'll be
He'll
back
be
in
back.
like
Listen,
Tuesday
it's
morning.
no
He's
more.
in training Tuesday morning. You're
No,
like, get out
no,
of
but
here.
Anthony, it's no more than the guy he hasn't settled, so he's been thrown into the pot, into the fire, and now he's like, oh damn, man, I need a break
But
so I can really kind of
but
acclimate myself to
Saliba,
English life.
Saliba is back. Saliba will play
But
tomorrow.
Saliba is back, yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't know
So
about Gyökeres.
for me, and one thing is, Aston Villa's manager plays well against Arsenal,
Yeah,
but
Emery.
I,
Yeah, we always have a problem with these guys, man.
but this
Always
is
when we meet Aston Villa,
yeah,
big problem.
but I feel this is a different Arsenal team. I pick Arsenal win 3-1.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm saying the draw, guys, but okay.
Okay.
Tony, what's your pick?
Will.
Huh? What?
Sorry, sir, we can't hear you.
I'm leaving it like that, allowing me the ability to come back after the game and be like, yeah, if you listen to it, what I was trying to say was Prince of win. Yeah. I think it's gonna be a
Oh,
1-4 game. I think it's gonna be a draw. I'll go with Mark with a draw. I think
draw.
I'll go with a
Okay.
draw. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So next one, Bournemouth Chelsea. Bournemouth at home.
Chelsea. I gotta think Chelsea. I mean, Bournemouth has disappointed me several times the last
Oh
couple of weeks.
my God! What happened to him?
Yeah.
What
They fell off.
happened to Bournemouth?
Hey,
They lost their
remember what
last
Mark said?
5.
Remember what Mark said when teams start coming for you? Look at Semedo. Once it became all over the news, there's a sellout, there's a
They get
buyout
yeah,
clause, there's all
yeah.
this stuff
Something
about
happened.
Semedo. Semedo has been it's been a different Semedo since all like a month ago when it came out that everybody wants Semedo. All of a sudden his form has gone to like, okay. All right. So we're all picking Chelsea.
What
No,
Mark? What would you pick?
no, I'm gonna go with a Bournemouth win.
Ooh, Mark with the
Oh,
and K.
Chelsea.
All right.
Chelsea.
Okay.
And by
Because
the way, my cousin. Listen,
I think Chelsea needs to make a statement after losing that game to
Yeah.
Leeds. Needs to make a
So
statement.
yeah,
so do I.
I don't think they can. But I'm gonna just quickly tell you, my cousin is a Chelsea supporter. So you know what? Next time, I'll let him come. You guys can invite him on, and
We've had 3 Chelsea
Well,
supporters already. Let me tell you how it
it's
goes.
okay. It's all right. It's
Chelsea's
all
the
right.
greatest team in life. Chelsea gave me my power. I don't know where I go in my life without Chelsea. Chelsea gives me the strength to get up in the morning. You think Chelsea's the love of their life?
That's
Anyway,
wild.
Hey,
yeah.
next one,
Everton.
Everton, Nottingham Forest.
That's actually going to be a good game. I think it's actually going to be a good game. I actually think Nottingham Forest is going to pull it out. I think Nottingham Forest has found their feet. I think they've found their voice under Sean Dyche. I think they're pretty much continuing what Nuno was doing last year instead of experimenting with Ange's suicidal, whatever kind of style he was trying to. It was just a wrong fit. So anyway, I'll go for Newcastle.
For me, Everton playing at home, they're difficult to break down. I don't see Nottingham Forest doing what they always do, counter attack. I think I'll go with Everton win.
Ooh, Mark. We differ again, guys.
Uh,
So, folks, if you're keeping track at home, so the K doesn't later on come back and say he won the week when he didn't.
well, listen, they're gonna be they're playing at Hill Dickinson, right? So Everton at home, but I'm still gonna go with Forest. I'm gonna go with Forest to smash up Everton at Hill Dickinson. I'm gonna go with a 3-0 win.
3-0.
Mark with the
Ooh.
picks. Mark is either going to be
All
Bet
right.
MGM or Bet Fred. One of them.
Man City, Sunderland. That's gonna be a good game. Oof.
No, it better not be a good game. That trap. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Man City for me. Man City playing at home.
Mark.
They'll beat Sunderland 3-1.
No, I'm going with Sunderland to win. I think Sunderland are too. I think see people are underestimating Sunderland. They should have won at Liverpool, and that would have been a statement win. But I think they're going to win tomorrow. I'm going to say 3-1 to Sunderland.
3-1. Okay.
Yeah, because Haaland is looking tired these days. He needs a break.
What do you think, sir?
The problem is we have clowns in the back, so therefore we have a circus in the back. If you hire clowns, you're gonna expect a circus. I don't know. I don't even have a comment. Really. I really
Listen, you
don't know.
should, but Anthony, you should have a comment because listen, I just quickly, listen, I didn't watch the game, but I watched the highlights. But listen, Fulham got robbed. Okay, that should have been 5-5, and then and only God he knows how are you up 5-1, and listen,
How
it's
did
just,
how did how did I start it with? If you get clowns to
yeah. If
perform,
you get clowns, you get
you're gonna be in a
you get
circus. I
you're
mean, when
in
I'm
a
talking about
circus.
defenders running into each other, just laughing and giggling like two left feet, it's we've been talking about it for weeks. It's literally, and for him to hire Colo Torre as this, it literally is like saying, "Hey, I'm gonna fly a $50 million jet, and I'm gonna put Stevie Wonder in there to train people how to fly planes." Colo Torre was the clown. Anyway,
Of defense, yeah.
why on
Anyway,
earth? Anyway, I don't care. I don't care. I
you
don't care. I'll
gotta
go with Man City at home.
take this how this
I'll go with Man
works.
City at home. I'll go with Man City at work. It's
Of
just
course,
disgusting.
you go with Man City.
No, but
Of course, you go.
how many weeks do I have to object? How many weeks am I objectified? I'm objectifying to their defense.
But the thing is, though,
But
it
they're only third
happens.
place.
It
No,
happens because the thing is, 5-1. You think the game is over.
Yeah,
Fulham is
it's
playing
over.
at home. It's
no, no, no,
fine.
no, no,
Okay.
no, no. No, no.
At the end
Because
of the
guess
day,
what?
at
Because
the end
guess
of the
what? You
day,
didn't watch them last year. This is exactly the same mentally fragile team. This is the same behavior they did last year, where game after game they would fall apart. And the only consistency is the same clowns that he has in the back. And he's out of those coaching staff there, he's the common denominator.
but well, anyway,
Anyway,
you can
I
say
don't want
all
to talk
you
about it
want.
anymore. It goes on and
You
on
can
every
say all
week.
you want about Man City. They're only 5 points behind Arsenal.
Yeah,
Five
well done.
points.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, so
Move on.
anyway,
Moving on.
but,
Yeah,
but numbers don't lie,
criminal,
record don't lie. Anyway,
criminal.
Newcastle Burnley, I give it to Newcastle, easy win. Newcastle playing at home.
Newcastle. Mark. Nothing too crazy here, Mark. This is a layup. Come on, man. You only need to do a
Yeah,
360
it's a
over
layup.
their head,
Just
reverse
No,
line.
you
It's
know
just a layup.
why?
This is a
You know
layup line,
why?
baby.
No, you know why? Because guess what happened? You see, we don't know which Newcastle are going to show up. So I'm going to go with a 1-0 Burnley win away. Yeah. I am.
You know, I'm reading something that says gambling problem. We should something that says prediction problem. You have a prediction problem. It says odds by DraftKings. It says, do you have a gambling problem?
Listen,
Call.
if you
There's
if
something
if
here
you
that
want to
says
call the
predict.
CEO, then feel free. Okay.
Okay, I will.
uh,
I will. I will. All
Spurs
right. Okay.
Spurs Brentford. That's gonna be a good
That's
one.
gonna be a good
Good.
game. That's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be a good game. Spurs,
Spurs
Brentford.
Brentford.
Mark, when you're talking about a team that I don't know which one is going to show up, I'll say Spurs. I don't know which Spurs show
Yeah,
up.
Spurs. I don't know, man.
They're
I don't know.
so they're so hit and miss. Sometimes they're on it, and sometimes you're just looking at them. Well, last week I think they just got done by their goalie. Their defense in
Yeah.
5 minutes is just they just lost the plot. But other than that, I'll go with Spurs. I think Spurs have a little bit better quality on the field, and they're playing at home. Go ahead, Mark. Mark, who are you going to
No, I'm
predict?
gonna. I'm gonna.
Arsenal.
No, Brad. But listen, Brentford are good, and I think a lot of people underestimate, especially with Watara
Thiago.
and Thiago. I think they're sleeping on those boys. Them, listen, those boys are the next two pair to get snapped up by some other teams in the Premier League. But I'm gonna go with a Brentford win, and I'm gonna say two. I'm gonna say 2-0, and Thomas Frank will and just quick two things. Thomas Frank is on thin ice with Slot, and I'm telling you, he's on thin ice. So if he loses tomorrow, which he will, he's out the door Monday morning. He'll be out the door. But anyway, yes,
Okay,
Brentford win
so
2-0.
we
No,
so
no,
we
no,
roll right in.
no.
We roll right into your prediction, Mark. Let me do this.
It's
I got it from Mark. Leeds, Liverpool. Any
no,
thoughts?
I've not made my pick. I've not made my pick.
What is your pick? You're gonna lose
Oh,
anyways.
draw. It's gonna be a draw. It's gonna be a draw.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
All right.
So, Mark, you have the floor. Do you have any thoughts on this game? Leeds
Which
versus
which
Liverpool.
one?
Leeds versus
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Leeds win. I'm gonna go with a 3-1 Leeds win.
Sure. Yep. Nobody saw
Liverpool
that
for
coming.
me.
Liverpool for me. Mark, any other thoughts on Liverpool as far as the slot you're predicting Monday morning
What's
will be
going to get
unemployed?
tired of from
Yeah,
there?
listen, I'm still sticking by my slot gone by Christmas, and I think this Leeds game will be the final nail in the coffin for him. That will send him packing out of Merseyside and back to Amsterdam. Yeah,
How many games? How many games are they out of first? I mean, what Slot said the goal for them is to get back in the top four. Yeah, but they're only how many points from top four? They only how many points from top four?
they're 11 points.
No, from top four. Top four.
Oh, from top four.
2 points. And that's what he said. What he said today was all they want to do is get back to top four, and they'll start from there.
That's it.
And I think they'll
And
get to top
it's
four. I think
2
those.
But how
points.
can that be? How can you be the Premier League? I'm just saying, it doesn't matter who is the Premier League champions, but how can you be the Premier League champions and you want to go back to the top four? That should
Understanding?
never
No,
be
no,
the
no,
goal.
no, no,
The goal
no.
has to
Listen,
be
Mark. What he was saying was in the context of where they currently are with all the struggles. What he said today at his press conference was he just wants to. The first thing he wants to do is just get to top four, and then
Yeah.
he feels like they'll
okay.
start getting the momentum.
Well,
That's what
guess
he said.
what?
He's
Guess
not going to
what?
be
Please,
around by
please,
Mark by
please.
January.
Listen, he's not going. First of all, he's not going to be around. So let's just get that out of the way.
Okay.
And please, somebody get the guy some oxygen because clearly he needs some help. He's not. He's checked out of reality. He's not. Listen,
Okay, Mark.
since
Okay, Mark. Okay, hey, I have to defend Liverpool people up here too, because it's not fair that you just yeah. Okay, the next one, Brighton at
Sunday.
home versus West Ham. That's gonna be a good game too.
Brighton,
But I think
Brighton.
Brighton wins. I think Brighton wins.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Brighton as
I
well. I'm
love
going with
Nuno. I
Brighton.
just don't think Nuno. You have enough talent yet on that team
Yeah,
yet to
I'm
do
going with a
anything.
Brighton win.
Okay, all right. At home, Fulham versus Crystal Palace. That's gonna be another good game. I think Crystal Palace has way more
That's
talent.
really good.
I'm going with
Crystal,
Palace. Yeah, Palace.
but Fulham has a lot of confidence from them participating in the circus at Etihad. So.
Yeah, they're tired. They'll be tired. They don't have any energy left. They're
Anybody was a
tired.
circus. It was fun.
Are
Everybody was
you
scoring goals.
saying you're saying Fulham or Crystal Palace?
I'm gonna go
Who,
with Fulham.
me? I'm going.
I'm
No,
going
I'm
with
going with. No, I'm going with Crystal Palace.
Crystal
I'm
Palace
going
for
with
me too.
Fulham.
Yeah,
I'm going with
they're
Fulham.
too
I think
strong.
Fulham.
Palace is too strong. Yeah, Palace is
Okay.
too strong for
Hey,
for them.
somebody's got to be
All
right.
right,
Somebody's got to be wrong.
last game, Wolves, Man U. Man U for me.
Yeah, easy one. Man U. Yeah, that's easy. Wolves are
Anybody that
cooked.
plays against Wolves, I pick them.
Yeah, because there's no way that Wolves are winning tomorrow. That if that happened, listen,
Monday.
I'm just saying, if Wolves manage to pull out the rabbit out the hat and they beat you, they beat Manchester United, then at that
It
point,
would be
I'm just
fun.
telling you, Kay, please personally go to Twitter or X, whatever they call it, and please tweet Ruben Amrin and tell him that you'll be on the first flight to Manchester on Sunday morning and you will help him personally pack his
The
goods
biggest thing is
and
though
leave.
you can't lose to Wolves. Wolves no, they won't recorded a win
Okay.
this year.
Okay.
They
But
have
what
2
they
points. They have two
what
points. Only
Ruben
only
Amarin
West
said.
Brom.
I know. But what Ruben Amarin said today was every team wins a game. And I think he was trying because they were trying to pin him down. Like, are you gonna win? Like, Wolves has not won a
So is
game,
that
and
his
no
way
team
of saying? So is that
saying,
way?
"Look,
Is
what?
that
No,
his way of saying that
what he
they're
was?
going to lose?
I think the media is really put a target on this guy's back where they're trying to find him to say something. He was just saying, "Look, no team in the history of Premier League has never won a game," and that's what he said. "Quote: No team in the and I'm paraphrasing, but he said no team in the Premier League has never not won a game. So it could happen, but he's preparing for it not to happen. But
Well,
I mean,
listen.
you guys are
I just
going at
want
him.
to. I just
You
want.
guys just go at him, man.
No, but listen. I just want to tell you. I want to point out though, Anthony, that West Brom hold the record for the least amount of points in their Premier League season, which was 11. Just so you guys know, West Brom. Just so you know that. Okay. And the guy that just the manager left Middlesbrough, who are third in the championship. They're third or second. I think they're third in the championship, right? Or second. No, sorry, they're second in the championship behind Coventry. Coventry are like 11 or
To
10
go to
or
Wolves,
12 points
yeah.
clear. And to go to Wolves, that doesn't even make sense because Middlesbrough are coming up to the Premier League. So why would you even think to go and take a Premier League job? That's stupid. It's one of the
Hey, you
most
know something we
stupidest
don't.
things I've ever seen.
He knows something we don't know.
Mhm.
I mean, he knows something we don't know. It's
Man,
almost like
this loss is well. So what's your pick, Tony?
I think Man United stumbled their way to a victory.
Why were you reluctant to say that?
Because it's your club.
Anyway,
There's just something about that club that just it's like it's like I get some sort of itch
Well,
like
listen,
hay fever or something.
normally I would go with the wild pick and I would go with Wolves to like I said, to pull the rabbit out the hat. But I'm going to go with
Or you
Manchester
just don't see
United,
it.
believing that they're going to be able to see out 90 minutes without conceding a goal. But then again, you guys are playing Wolves, so let's just see. Because tomorrow, I mean, I could be on
Sunday,
the floor
Monday,
rolling
Monday, Monday.
with or Monday. I could be Monday rolling on the floor with cans of beer in my hand and just laughing
Okay.
as to
Anyway,
So
how
anything?
Manchester United got beat by
Final. Okay.
Wolves.
Final thoughts. Final thoughts. We're gonna do like what they do on ESPN. Hey, tell me something I don't know. Something interesting. Final thoughts. And Mark, it cannot be about Liverpool. Tell me something interesting. Okay, what is it? Anything.
are you asking me or asking Mark?
You can fix your face, bro. You can smile a bit, smile a little. The people here that
I don't want to watch more than anything interesting about me. Please
no,
Google
maybe not
me.
about you, but just in
All
general.
right. You have any final thoughts, Mark?
Yeah, I just think that everyone is sleeping on Sunderland, so I think that they're the surprise package of this season, and I think that there's more surprises to come. But they're the team for me. They're the team out in all of the rest of the Premier League. They're the team to keep an eye on because they're going to do big things this season.
Gotcha.
All
All
right.
right.
Can
It's
I
been
make my
50
comment? Can I make my
minutes.
comment? Can I make my comment?
No, our time is gone, bro.
My comment about Mo Salah.
What's your comment?
About Mo Salah.
No, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Wow, can you imagine he's
We
cutting
gotta
this
go.
off? I'm sending a little love out to you, Mo Salah. I'm with you. Hope they stop blaming everything on you. You know what I mean? All right.
He's been benched 2 games.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
been benched in two
I hope they
games.
stop blaming everything on Mo Salah. I hope they stop blaming everything on Mo Salah. All right. All right. Thanks,
All right,
guys. We'll see you guys
Mark.
next week.
Thank you. Thank
Thanks,
you for
Mark, for
having me.
Thank you,
coming
guys.
next week.
All
All
right,
right. Thank
see
you,
you.
guys. All right.